I am so excited. Over there I got goodies. This is my car. Don't mind that, that's my friend's car. We were fixing it and then broke it and then he dipped. But that's supposed to be fixing. This is my car, and as you can tell, very high. It's really high in the front and then lower in the back. Don't know why it's a lot lower, but that's all right. But over there, we got a goodie box. Right here, we have the True Heart coilovers, which I bought off some website. I don't remember what it is. Something tuning, which these were $700. And these are my old coilovers that I ran. That pretty much made this thing pretty good level low. But then they kind of crapped out after about a year. And these just all rusted. These were like really bouncy and they just sucked. They were shot out and stuff. So I just bought new ones for $700. True Heart coilovers, which I've seen a review, a couple of them. They say they're pretty good. They look pretty nice. They came in pretty good box, pretty good shape besides this, which I put tape and peeled it off. When you open the box, it comes with a couple things, tools, and also a sticker, but it fell. Comes with both the tools that you can lower, higher, tighten stuff. And then you have these, which are, I was really confused about. They hold the lines up for the brakes. They come in four separate boxes, which is pretty cool. So when you open them, they come in a plastic bag, which is pretty sick. And here they are, pretty cool, nice and red and white. They're really nice. For $700, you would think they'd be pretty decent. True Heart Street Plus. You can tell one is much nicer, and these were enough to make these tuck, and these are a lot lower right now, you can see, and they can go a lot lower, which I might have to hire because that's like probably slammed. And the fronts were as pretty much as low as that. Fronts are pretty nice too. They as well come in bubble wrap. That's also the sticker. It's all right, but these are the fronts. Really nice. These two hold the sway bar link, I think. Pretty nice, red and white. Much better color than the gold or yellow, whatever these are. Don't mind that, it's just trash. You can tell, wiggly. I'm pretty sure they do come preloaded. I just tightened them just a little bit and then tightened that. These were, when I first got them, they looked pretty much like that, and then I made it smaller. I already pretty much adjusted it, all of them, which they're pretty much the same height. They should be, but before I put them on, I'm gonna make sure. You can tell that they're definitely way better and way flashier. So these, I'm pretty excited. Did he do it? That goes way up there. I'm pretty excited about these. $700 versus $300 ones. The real question is, are $700 coilovers worth it? In my books, I think they probably will be. Probably gonna last a lot longer and ride a lot better. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Today we only have like an hour left to light, which I could probably knock these out, but it'd probably be night. And I can't do it right now anyways because his car's on the jack, which hopefully that gets fixed in. And then this will be a lot lower. I like being low and love scraping everything. It's the Mint. Don't mind that. A deer hit me when I was driving and crunched this hole in, ruined my whole light. I got Evo lights for my friend. I popped the fender back out, which is starting to rust, which I need to sand and paint. I want to wrap my whole car blue, so I need to get a new fender. And I also ran other wheels, but it was summer and the tires were really bad and bald. So I put my stocks back on. It was also winter, so these are better, and hopefully I can get those soon. But these are pretty cool. I'm gonna install them tomorrow, probably with my friend, and see how it all goes. It should just pretty much go right in. I know these were a pain and took the whole day because I got squished and stuff. These are a lot higher quality and should be a lot better and run better. And I think $700 is pretty much on a street car, like what mine is, a Lancer. It's gonna be a lot better and a lot smoother. And then my car would be a lot more photogenic. Kinda sucks. I was gonna do these a lot earlier, but then we got stuck with that car, and that car took a lot longer because that's how cars work. And it was raining and then snowing really badly earlier, so I had to put like a tarp to protect us. So tomorrow is supposed to be good weather, so I'll wake up early and knock this out and have it low again, so I'm not embarrassed to drive around like this, and have a lot more looks, because that's what I intend to. Put these in tomorrow, be the best bet, and then my car is going to look a lot better. I've heard of these people before. Never ran anything. I just kind of found them. They were kind of like the best for the price that I was looking at. So hopefully they're good. Definitely gonna be way better than the Max Pedium rods, which pretty much exploded in like a year and a half. It could have been personal fault or something like that. But and then with these little black things, which I've never actually done before, they bolt up right there, and then you bend them so the brake lines can attach to them, so they're safe and not dangling everywhere where you're driving. These go right here, and hopefully they're safer than bolting these down. Because when I did that, I slipped, and yeah, I was out for like 2 weeks. That's okay. I bought these like 3 months ago, and they took like 5 days to ship, but in reality it was like 3 days just for the company to get them. Yeah, unpack these up, and then tomorrow. All right, it's tomorrow now, and I'm about to install the coilovers. I also have to do my oil change, so we're gonna do that probably first, or start on it first. Have the jack. The car's still there, still broken. He's coming back later today to hopefully fix it. My car, we're gonna go ahead and get that started. I'm pretty hyped, pretty excited, if you can tell. So I'm gonna do my oil real fast, pop the hood, jack the car up, then dump the oil, and then probably just leave the oil dumping, then lift it. We have to take the tire off. It's pretty much just 1, 2, and the top bolts, and then we can get it in. Same with the back. We're gonna do this side first, and then swap to the other side. Jacked up right now. We'll just go ahead and jack it up. Before that, I'm actually gonna unloosen these bolts so they're not too hard when the car's jacked up. Now I'm gonna unloosen the bolt on the bottom to do my oil change. And then while that drains, we're gonna do this one first. And after this is done, we're gonna do that side, put the tires on, lower it, see how it looks, and then move on to the other side and see where we go from there. So, don't mind that. I'm gonna drive my car in like a couple days, and that happens. So this is the old strut. All we have to take off is this bolt, that, and then these 3. And that should come out. And when I'm working, I'm gonna wear gloves, especially right here, because right that spot, yeah, it wasn't fun. I'll say that. So what I did is I just unbolted everything. It's just that bolt, and then that bolt. But before that, take these out. So I believe they do not matter which side they are on. I don't think so, they might. We have the fronts, we have the rears. Nice and pretty. They pretty much are settled in so far. I'm gonna put it in the car, and if I need to do any adjusting, you just get your tool. And you put it right here while it's sliding, and twist it, and it hires back. Same with this side. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish my oil because it's done, and we're gonna take everything off, take the strut out. So we're gonna start getting this out. All those bolts off and nuts. We just have to mallet those 2 bolts. We have the tops off, so all we have to do is, it's not really fun to get this off, but I kind of just kicked it, and oh, that's heavy. And there it is. So if you look, you can see how much we are lowering. It's gonna be a ton. That's good. If I have to hire it, I'll hire it. So I have all the struts out. This is the stock one, which if we can see, we're lowering it a ton, which is good. I'm gonna go through, make sure all this is pretty much the kind of same height, and then we're gonna install them. Just twist it if it's off. Like I said, if it's on, if you get the tool, and you put it right there, you hold it right here, hold that, and you just move it. You can go either way. I'm gonna go and measure all this, make sure it's all good. But lining it up, it's about really close, so I'm just gonna make it even closer, especially with the backs, which they're not even yet, which I'm gonna make it even. And then you just tighten that. But after I have this, then we're gonna slap it in my car. When I put this in, when I do bolt it up front, you come down here, you can see how actually high I have to get this, which I don't think is easy. This is way up here. The wheel's definitely gonna be tucked, but it might be actually too much, so I might have to undo it and go a little less. And that's gonna be for the back too. But I'm just going to try to bring that and bring it up here, and then bolt it, and then we will see from there. So I got them in, got it in. It was not really that easy. Got it in like 2 minutes, but if you can see, that is way too low. That's where the tire is gonna sit, and that's it. I think it's way too low. I think I'm gonna hire it, but I'm gonna put the tire on right now. See how the fitment looks just right now. Other tire on right now, and that's still in that air. That is way too much. I'm gonna lower it down real fast to see what it looks like on the ground. See right there, that thing is a low, bro. Come over here, I'll definitely be rubbing the car up because this is way too low. I would love to run it like this with these tires and my other tires they're definitely gonna rub right there, and it's already touching the fender up here. So I'm gonna lift it up. I'm gonna higher that a bit and then do the rest, and then we're gonna move on to the backs. So I took it off like 3 times and I got it to this height. It's still really low. Probably gonna finish that up, take that off, compare it to the other ones, and finish the other ones, make them all look about the same size. So I'm gonna move on these, which is only 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. And I also need to hook up my sway bar link, which I have over there. And I'm pretty excited. This is pretty low, way lower than I think I've ever been. The other 3 sides are also still high. Might either go lower or higher, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna take this off, finish it, put it back on. Then I'm going to tighten that one, get this hole situated, have that on. I already tightened the top of it. Now I'm gonna be putting all the bolts on. It's just super easy. You can adjust it from right there, twisting it right, I think higher it, twisting it left lowers it. That is for the sway bar. These, which I totally forgot, I need to take the top one off. Hooks up right there or to the bottom one. Okay, so what I did was I connected this black piece right down to the bottom one, and I twisted it to go right here, which they did not give me a bolt for. I got one from my old, I think this is a stud from my old coilovers, I think. I need to connect this one still. Hopefully when I tightened it, it's gonna be a lot better. It's not moving. I tightened everything, kind of took a lot longer because a lot of things like that didn't want to tighten, and then it still wiggled. Those 2 are tightened. I do have the black connected to the bottom, connected to that. Now I'm just gonna put the tire on. We're about to work on this side. That is hopefully gonna be a lot lower. So when you open it, I did this a while ago and it came out perfect. After a while, it kind of went to crap. I also got a flat tire and had to take this all apart. But the other 2 bolts are gonna be back there, which you can get from inside the car. Here, wow, it's hot. You just move this over. Don't mind the mess, I haven't cleaned it yet. It was so I can adjust the dampening. There's 1 bolt, you have the second bolt, which is just do those bolts. So I got the bottom bolt off, but it's still wedged in there. So what I'm gonna do is, since I have to stomp on it as hard as I can, I got it just by stomping on it. The bolts out, these should be out, and I should have them in super soon. Okay, so I just got this strut out. What I had to do was I had to take this bolt off and then this way link bar, just because this was stuck in it. Here it is. So when you match them both, we're lowering it quite a bit. I might go lower, put this on. So I have coilover in. Since I did have to take the control arm out, it did take a lot longer. But then I got it in. It was kind of a struggle, but I got it in. It's in. I'll tell you right now, I'm definitely gonna have to hire this thing. So let's put the tire on. So I just put that on. Bolted it all back on. I still need to tighten these, but it looks good. It's pretty low from this side. From how it used to look, it looks a lot better. I wanted to go lower, but it's kind of hard to. And I'm not trying to rub on all this stuff right here. All that. But I am moving back to the other side, or moving to the other side, which I'm not going to video that much. So I'm gonna get this jacked up and get it going. We have finished on both sides. This side looks pretty amazing. Then on the side, I still have to clean up. Still looks really amazing. Had some troubles on that. You can tell that it's pretty low. But if you look, it's 100% lower. I'm gonna be showing you some pictures of what it used to look like on these crappy things. But I picture up from this earlier, from what the car looks like on the stocks. If you can tell, it's very high. And on these. This thing's pretty loud. I just cold started it. But should work. This is what it came out to be right now. This car's still here, so I had to back it up that way. And it does ride kind of better. It's really stiff in the front, also okay, so don't hit the fender. Backs I think are actually perfect. Man, it looks super good out here. I'm in the car now. It's really stiff. It drives really nice though on the road. With big bumps like this, you can definitely feel it a lot more than the stocks, but so much better than the max speeding rod. Drives a lot better, corners a lot better because it's all stiff and stuff. And right here is like all the rough spots. Way better than the stocks and the max speeding rods. Definitely big upgrade, or a $700 coilover is worth it. In my opinion, I think so. To driving it that far, it worked. It was pretty nice. I already had my fenders rolled. And yeah, that's about
about it. My conclusion is $700. Coilovers are worth it. True heart. So yeah, that's about it. If y'all want to buy these, so I'll probably leave these in the description. And they work. They're good. I feel like I need to go lower, but I won't. And I think we're good.